What's going on, everybody? Mr. Nelson here, and we're going to be taking a look at the methods and meanings for the angle vocabulary. So this is a lot of stuff that we've already been introduced to, and it's just going to be a quick refresher to help prepare us for this transversal and missing angle section. So taking a look at the angle vocabulary, it says it is common to identify angles using 3 letters. For example, angle ABC is to explain an angle that goes from A down to B, which is known as the vertex, up to C. You could also just see this labeled as angle B, since angle B is the vertex. And then it goes on to mention complementary angles. And I'm sure a lot of you remember what complementary angles are. Those are 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. So for example, in this diagram, it says angle T is 23 degrees and angle V is 67 degrees. We add them together, it creates 90 degrees, a 90-degree angle. The way I remember this is complementary meaning corner. It makes a perfect corner. So I think of the 2 C's and remember that they add up to 90. And next we have supplementary angles. And those are 2 angles that add up to 180 degrees. So for example, LMP and PMN, they make that straight line, and that straight line is 180 degrees. And one way that I remember that supplementary means a straight line is because supplementary and straight both begin with an S, just like complementary and corner both start with a C. As we move down here, it talks about adjacent angles. Adjacent just means angles that are next to each other. So, for example, C and D are right next to each other, and we see it here. C and D are right next to each other. They make a straight line, so they're also supplementary. And the reason I can remember adjacent is I think of adjacent Derulo, or as you guys know him, Jason Derulo. He has a song called Want to Want Me, and it's that one that goes, all I wanna do is get up next to you, right? That's all he wants to do is get up next to you. And so adjacent means next to. That's how I remember it, because Jason can't stop singing about it. And then we have vertical angles, and those are angles that are across from each other. I don't know how many of you have been to Six Flags, but if you look over here on the right side of my screen, this is a ride called Vertical Velocity. And basically what it is these 2 giant pillars sticking up in the air. And you go up one side and then come flying back up the other side. And so these 2 big giant sticks in the air are across from each other. And so that's how I remember that vertical angles are across from each other. So hopefully these math notes are quick refreshers. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let's have a good day.